Hey guys, what's up? This is 9A from Barrack, and today in this tutorial we're gonna learn how we can install our own Linux OS. It's very simple, guys. You don't require any programming skills. You just need to go to this website, that's opensuse.com. Sorry, it's sustudio.com. And once you go to that website, just click on sign in or create an account, and you can sign in through Novel, Google, Yahoo, Twitter, Facebook, or OpenID, or you can create a Novel account. I will sign in using Google, and then just type in your email and password. Once you do that, once you do that, it will ask you whether you want to allow this website to access your data. I have already done that stuff, so it won't ask me. It will ask you that whether you want to allow Suse Studio to access your data, accounts info. So you just click on agree or yes, and remember the preference. And after you do that, you'll get this kind of screen. What kind of OS you want to make, and there are these versions of Suse that you can use. You can use the OpenSUSE 11.4 version or the Linux Enterprise 11 SP1. I would like to use the latest one, that's 12.1. And you can create any kind of OS, that's server, minimal X, sorry, and Genome desktop, KDE4 desktop, but I will just go for a basic OS, that's JEOS. And once you click on that, just select it and then select your architecture. I would like to select the 32-bit architecture, and it will automatically name the appliance, or you can change the appliance name with your own name or something like that. I would like to keep it text JEOS, and I would like to create the appliance. Once I create the appliance, it will give me this kind of look, and we can start our configuring our OS. So let's go with the software part. You can upload your repositories, or you can upload RPMs. I think they are the executable files for Suse. So you can upload your own softwares and repositories, definitely, and you can even use the software which OpenSUSE provides. We can search for these softwares through categories and directly from over here. So let's go via categories. For the development part, it will include softwares like C++, Python, and all those kind of softwares in the development part. It's taking quite a lot of time. Okay, yeah. And there is this popularity rating, so you can select the software of C++ according to popularity. Like you can see this is the C++, and this is another C++ client, but the popularity for this software is more. So that basically means that more people have downloaded this software. So you can download this software. And now going back to all the groups, I just want C++ in my development. You can definitely add any other software you want to. At the moment I'm just gonna install C++. You can install few games also if you want. Okay, there is the official games package. I would like to keep the official games package only. I don't want any extra games. And let's go to the graphics part. In the graphics part, there is GIMP, GIMP. This is the Photoshop for Linux. You can definitely install it. It's really amazing software. And there is this imaging, which is the official Suse package. I would like to include this also. And now in the multimedia part, I would like to keep the official multimedia package of Suse, and I would also like to install this DVD plus RW tools, because I think this is a good software. And now on the office part, I will install the official office package. In the system part, I would like to install the network manager. and grub is already installed. You can select any other software if you want. You think it's good for your OS and you require it, you can definitely install it. And now going back to all groups, the text editors, we will select the gedit or gedit, whatever you call it. It's a very famous text editor. I would like to select that. And going back to the software groups, for the server part we can select softwares like Apache and all that stuff if you want to. At the moment I don't want any of those softwares. In the networking part, we'll add Mozilla Firefox, definitely, that's our internet browser. We will also add Flash Player. Okay, sorry, yeah, we'll add Flash Player. And network manager is already added by us. We can even add tight VNC. It's for VNCs, it's a good VNC software. And if you want Mozilla mail client, that's the Mozilla Thunderbird, you can definitely add that too. Now going back to all groups, going to the desktop part. Okay, we have already installed the multimedia package. You can add these desktop effects package. You can even add the remote desktop client for having remote desktop sharing. I don't know what's this R desktop. And you can even have these genome desktop environment, KD4 desktop environment. You want to add it, you can definitely add it. These are not so popular, by the way, but you can definitely add them. And guys, if you're thinking that if you have to add the softwares right now, it's not like that. You can add only a few softwares at the moment, and you can install the other softwares later on. So you can definitely do that. And it's not necessary that you select all the softwares now. You can definitely install the other softwares as and when you like, when after you install the OS on your laptop, desktop, PC, Mac, anything. Now finally the other group, that's our last group. You can add any of one of the softwares you like. I don't want to add any of the softwares at the moment. I think that's it with my software section. And now going with the configuration part. Now in the general part, we have the default locale. You can have the language to be anything like English US, English UK, the keyboard layout, then the region and the time zone. Just select a time zone as whatever time zone you want. And now discovering the network settings, you can have this as DHCP. It's basically when you connect a Ethernet port, it will directly use the DHCP settings. You can definitely edit that settings in the OS. You want to enable the firewall, you can, or you can enable it after you install the OS. And now the users and groups part. The main admin is the root, and the password to the root, that's the main admin, is Linux. And the username, you can set your own username. Currently this is Tux and the password is Linux. You can definitely have a different username. I would like to keep it as Tux. And then the personalization part, you can have your own logo uploaded, and I would like to have this blue screen, and it will give you the preview of all the sections. That's the boot section, boot, console section, and the login section. How the that particular part will look when you start the OS in that particular section. And now the startup part, you can have the startup as a graphical user login, and it will just save the OS. Yeah, you can even add your end to user license agreement, like after like you can say that by installing this OS that you agree that you won't install Windows on your PC, something like that sort, or anything. I'm just kidding. And I don't want to add any end user license agreement. Now with the server part, you can add your own, you can set up your own MySQL database or PostgreSQL database, something like that, if you want to. In the desktop part, you can have automatically login user Tux, and I would like to put that in because you can definitely change the setting after you install the OS, and you can have some programs that you want to auto start when you start your OS. Like you have programs in Windows or Mac which start up when you start your OS. So similarly to that, you can even put those commands in here. And now with the appliance part, you can set up the memory that it will occupy, and the disk size that it will occupy, and the disk image, that's the swap partition image that it will occupy in your laptop, Mac or anything. So this is all the memory part, RAM and memory part. And you can even enable extended memory to access more than 4 GB. Guys, frankly telling, I don't know what exactly this means, so I would not like to comment on this. And additional options, you can add live installers to CD DVDs, enable VMware CD-ROM support, and WebYast. Okay, I don't know what's this WebYast, first time I've heard of this. So okay, let me just read. Adds WebYast by including the essential repositories will be configured to auto start on. Okay, it's some kind of stuff, I don't know, but to enable this you need to install the repositories. So before you enable it, please install the repositories. And now with the scripts part, these are the custom scripts which you can add, and it will run commands uh, of these scripts into your appliance, and at the end of the build or at boot time. So you can even select that run the script whenever the appliance boots, or you can select the thing that you want. And after you do that, the configuration part is done. Now going on with the files part, you can also install your own files by uploading them directly. Just upload the files and you can later on preserve it, and you can install them in the OS. So you can even add the web file from the web URL. So that's pretty good features that Suse Studio is providing. Now going on with the build, you can definitely put the version number. I would like to keep the version number as 1.0 for myself, and you can have the default format as a live CD, that's ISO format, preload ISO, VMware .vmdk, so that you don't have to set up the VMware stuff, or you can have the live CD DVD ISO. I would like to keep that format, and I would like to build it. And you can even have additional format builds, like I would like to have the VMDK format to be built also. So I'll just build this, and once we start once we build it, we'll have to wait till it fetches the files and repository files and all that stuff. So once this is done, I'll be back. Till that time, just hang on. Okay guys, so as you guys can see that the live CD and or DVD, that is my 245 MB over ISO file, has been built, and now I can download it and I can run it. I can run it through VMware, or directly install it on the laptop or desktop. And apart from that, I can even do a test drive of my OS online. I just have to click on it, and before doing a test drive, we can even share it. I can type a description about my OS, like it's Linux. You can have any kind of description. I can have my website's name, or I can have even my tags, and I can even certify this appliance, and I can even share it with everyone. That's version 1.0 at the moment. Yeah, I can share it. I'll just click add, and I can just have my first notes, that's first version. I can publish it, and anyone can download it who knows that there such kind of OS exists. You can just go to Suse, open susestudio.com, and you can search for this OS name, and he will get the OS. But if it all depends on him whether he knows the name or not, and he wants to install it or not. I've just kept it for everyone, and if I want to share it only with myself, I can anytime delete it by clicking on edit, and I can click on unpublish. So I'll just click on it because it's just a test OS that I've made. Now going back into the build section, you can even view your files and do whatever with those files again you want to do. And you can again, if you are configuring the stuff again, then you need to again make a build, because it won't work because you're again doing some additions or editing into your OS. So in the previous build, the editing was not there, so you need to click on build and again build the new OS that you have edited. And that was with the editing part. And you can again go to the start part, name your OS, and going back to the home section, you can see all the OSs that you have made. So that's basically how you can make your OSs. You can again create a new appliance, and that's basically it with this tutorial. And we'll talk about installing this OS through VMware and proper ISO installation on your laptop in the next tutorial. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Please rate, comment, subscribe, and visit techbarrack.com.